So let's start with gold. The last two trades I called on gold were pretty beautiful, effortless. Some of this current trade right now, I do expect it to end up, going here. But let's start with the biggest time frame so that we have a refresher as to what's going on. We have a lot of bullish momentum right now because, well, one, the weekly is bullish, higher highs and higher lows, and two, the previous candle just closed bullish, which created support on the weekly, which is pretty powerful. So I go to the smaller time frames. I just want to delete everything right now for clarity, but resist. So let's go. So we have clarity on the daily when it comes to direction, right? We have these higher lows that's being maintained, higher lows, and as long as higher lows are being maintained on the daily, I will buy. Go on the 4-hour. And you see that ever since, like, I had a buy here, right? And I was also saying in the other video that, like, I would ideally be waiting for a break of resistance, right? Which then here would have been the ideal move first. But I was already in that because of how the daily was forming. Because of like what I just said, as long as the higher lows are maintaining, I'm gonna buy. As soon as I see something that let's go on a 30-minute and see what it is that I saw. Because again, it's usually the same exact thing. Even if I put a fib on, you see. Nice deep retracement. Coming into a time of New York session. All right, that happens here, but there's no trade. But here there is a trade. All right, let's go to the 15-minute for more details. Because I'm always saying, hey, all I'm looking for is higher low engulfing variations. And so here we have an engulfing, and it's a higher low. Higher low, because support was formed and it was maintained and it was held, right? But ever since then, price, I never actually came back. So she's nice. Today's trade would have been like right here. Probably entry here, stop loss here. That's because on the 4-hour, everything's completely bullish still. Higher lows are maintaining, so that means structure is clear on the 1-hour. And I like to take, I don't know, it goes back between 15 and 30 minutes, just depends, but 15 minutes really good for candlestick confirmation, but also 30-minute too. But anyhow, that's gold. Everything's super bullish right now. Now for GJ, I still have a bullish bias. Let's go to the weekly time frame. Everything's bullish. We are in this direct resistance to the left on the weekly. And that's probably what's causing this little hesitation. But at the same time, what's being maintained right now? We had a lower high that was broken and a higher low that was just formed with support created. So my bias is still bullish, especially because when you go on the 4-hour time frame and you want to say, okay, did support break yet? Like what is the current flow of the 4-hour? To me, okay, I'm looking, I see we had a resistance right here. It was broken by these massive candles. All right. Then ever since there, I'll draw a support level. Support created, support respected, bearish, bullish, support respected, bearish. And we have 3 hours until this candle or this 4-hour candle shows what it wants to do. But here's the thing, right now, technically, we're still bullish because this candle is open. So I'm still looking for buys. And I like to, it makes more sense just doing it on the 30-minute because thickness, even using the 15 minutes candlesticks for stop losses is not too reliable. I don't like that too much. But if price closes bullish and an engulfing like this in 5 minutes, I'll buy. I'm going to stop right under here. right? And why wouldn't I wait for a break of resistance right here? Like ideally, that's the right thing to do, but on the 30-minute time frame, if you get an engulfing, it's because it wouldn't just be an engulfing in this case. It would be an engulfing candle and a higher low. So we have to remember that we're still in this bullish fib right here. That's why I don't feel like you got to wait for a break of resistance on this time frame. Because on the 4 hour, we're still bullish. But that's just my opinion, because the whole thing could totally break. I don't know. UJ, I haven't been taking her. I just been looking, and because I'm not gonna take buys when we're not even touching the 23.6. So we're not in a retracement at all. I'm just letting her do what she do. Maybe she'll actually start to break bearish, and if so, then I can take buys when everything's looking right. But yeah, I am bullish for GJ. And I'm bullish for gold. And today's entry could have been something like, gosh, so if I was taking on the 15-minute, I would have seen this. I'd have been like, okay, bearish, doji, that's a respect. So bearish, and then this candle, I think I would have had just, or maybe I could have been looking at the 5-minute too. Because on gold, I will look at the 5-minute if everything else is in alignment. If the 1 hour is in alignment, if the 30 and the 15 minutes in alignment, I'll go ahead and look at the 1 and 2 and 5-minute because I'm in alignment. But even something like this could have been good. Why? Because we had an engulfing and a higher low. But you also want to be aware of the stop loss, make sure it's still good and not like on a 1-minute time frame basis. But yeah, we'll see how GJ wants to react. Bullish, bullish, not trading. Happy trading.